Hello, this is John Michael Tabella in his apartment in Antioch, California after 1 a.m. I am going to be doing a review of the 5 seasons of The Walking Dead, the AMC's The Walking Dead. I'm going to rank them from my most favorite to my least favorite seasons, and I'll tell you the reasons why I rank them the way I rank them. The first season, so my first favorite season of The Walking Dead, my most favorite season of The Walking Dead, season 1, because it's the very first season. We're introduced to all these characters, and Frank Darabont, who directed The Shank Shot Redemption, was the headliner of the show, for goodness sakes. He's a very well-established director and producer in the film and television industry, you know? Who's not gonna love that it's developed by Frank Darabont? And I really think it was a big mistake that Frank Darabont got fired after the second season, because he was the one that developed the show for television. If it weren't for Frank Darabont, The Walking Dead never would have existed on television. And he got fired just because he wanted a bigger budget and he wanted to follow the comics. What a bunch of idiots AMC was, I'm just going to say that. My second favorite season, even though it got a lot of criticism because of the headliner of season 3 was Glenn Mazzara, who kind of ruined the prison slash governor storyline, was season 3, because it introduced our first antagonist and the first time that Rick was really facing a real enemy, the governor. Even though I was really disappointed that Oscar and Axel were killed too soon, the two prisoners that they met that were good, which I felt they could have lasted longer, like until the second attack on the prison by the governor in the season 4 mid-season finale. And also, even though Andrea wasn't really liked, you had T-Dog, Andrea, Merle, and Lori get killed off, and they were some of the original first season characters. So like half of the original characters were killed off by the third season, which was a mistake. I felt they could have kept at least Merle and T-Dog on, and we could have seen what would have happened if they saw each other again. I just feel like it would have been nice to see what the chemistry would have been between those two, if T-Dog and Merle would have reconciled, if Merle would have set aside his racist ways and they could actually talk like men. And also, I think Merle could have been kept on as a season regular until the mid-season finale of the 4th season, and then he gets killed off at the prison attack in season 4, just like Axel and Oscar should have been killed off. Now, my third favorite season 2, because Frank Darabont is still involved in it, and the reason why I ranked it from no, wait a minute. Let me change that. I'm sorry. My third favorite. I messed up. Let me do this again. My third favorite season, now that I watched it through, is season 5. Even though I didn't really like the whole hospital Beth storyline, because I felt it was really filler episodes, I liked the beginning and like the first 3 episodes with the Terminus cannibals and the storyline where they're find Alexandria safe zone. I found those 2 storylines really, really good, and it moved the story along, and it was true to the comics. The storyline of the cannibals and the Alexandria safe zone were true to the comics, even though Bob was in Dale's place in the show with the tainted meat, and you gotta had similar storylines in the comics in the series. That's my third favorite because you had more storylines going on. Even though I don't like the hospital slash Beth storyline, it was a different storyline going on. Even though I didn't like it because I felt it was a waste of episodes, they could have just gone to the Alexandria safe zone, and we might have been even further in this story by now if they would have done that in the first place. My fourth favorite season is season 2, and now the reason why this has gone from my third favorite season to my fourth favorite season is because of season 5. Because, season 2, there's not really much going on. All they are is at Hershel's farm, and Shane goes crazy. And he ends up getting killed by Rick because he goes crazy. But Frank Darabont was still on the show, but the reason why I rank this under seasons 3 and 5 is because season 3, you have your first antagonist, the governor, and then season 5, there's more than one storyline that goes on, like the cannibals, and then the hospital storyline, even though I didn't like it, and the going to Alexandria and the Alexandria safe zone storyline. You've got 3 different storylines in season 5, whereas in these other seasons, there's only one storyline going on. There's not different storylines going on in those seasons. My least favorite season is season 4 because of the second half of season 4, where there were just a bunch of filler episodes and they didn't really have much going on except for maybe the last 2 episodes, which I found it really interesting. But other than that, the whole last part of season 4 was bad, but the first half was good. I thought the first half was good, honestly. What also bothered me about it was I felt Schumpert and Martinez could have lived on, as well as Merle and Oscar and Axel. I just felt like they killed off certain characters too soon. They could have been developed more in the show before they killed them off. I felt like Schumpert and Martinez could have been killed off in the prison along with Merle, Axel, and Oscar. We would have had how many deaths? Instead of Hershel just dying, we would have had Hershel, Oscar, Axel, Merle, Schumpert, and Martinez. We'd have 6 casualties instead of 1. And I think that's what Frank Darabont would have done. He probably would have kept them on and had them killed off at the prison. So it would be just like the comics, having more than 1 casualty. But they only had 1 casualty. That was a big flaw on the mid-season finales, that they only had 1 casualty in the second show off with the governor, because in the comics, there's so much that goes on. You have Hershel, his son, get killed. You have Laurie and baby Judith getting killed. You have Axel getting killed, and his girlfriend getting killed. I forgot his girlfriend's name, but Patricia. You have Patricia getting killed, and you have a doctor that came from Woodbury get killed. See, you've got so many characters getting killed in the comics, more than you do with the series. So, it just feels like that they could have done more with those characters. So that's the seasons that I've ranked. Tell me if you agree with me or not. You can tell me in the comment sections if you felt like I was too slow or mumbled a little bit. Just tell me, and I'll try to make a better review of The Walking Dead next time. Alright, this is for all you Walking Dead fans. Peace.